Hey yo, hard on Hardie, looking hard, eh? Holiday Monday. He's set to play KAHANSKY. KAHANSKY no slice. We're set to play thrice. With these white wig S. Sunblock, complexion of Elmaz. The sunblock makes a Marlon Brando looking hardo. You know? With the dual Odyssey force.
Tapping bogey.
Of course. All y'all women are about to be mine. Here at Royal Woodbine. Well, that first round had dry ground. A shot traces cortex cutting through the vortex. Takeoff planes made a lot of noise, so be advised to.
Balls down, boys.
KAHANSKY gave a pelvic thrust, and both avoid the bogey bus. However, inclement weather was in order, resulting in a soaking wet camcorder. A little bit of boozing saw KAHANSKY losing, but not to dread, as there's a turbulent round ahead. Hole 7, light rain, spitter spatter across the pond. Hardie continues with honors through the next round. He's over and on. KAHANSKY's up next.
Yeah, really?
A high loft, a wet thud of a land. A squirrel chirps. KAHANSKY found safe, but he's in the soft and squooshy. A muddy chip attempt from the KAHANSKYs. He's on. Hard stuff from afar. Puts himself close. KAHANSKY's close par putt. KAHANSKY's single bogey. Hardie. For par, Hardie. Par.
That's a par for the camera. Let's go. That's a rainy day par for the boys.
Rain turning to hail as we head to the 8th. The hard man has a stroke in hand on the second hole of the second set, and we're getting wet. Rain subsiding a little bit. No word on flight delays as of yet. Hard on, up first. It's a par 4. And it's a clapper. KAHANSKY with the big stick. Also, hitting a high bougie drive. Hardie plays it safe with a chip towards the fairway. Boys are close together, Kahansky having a stroke in hand, roughly 3 yards between them. Lackluster hands goes.
Made it over at least.
Hardie searching for some luster. Makes it on the fringe. Kahansky elects for the drop. Now shooting 4. He'll need to find his luster this round. Hard on. Is on. Kahansky's chip off the heel with a long roll. Hardie's bogey putt. Missed by a sea hair. Double. Bogey, hey. Hands goes finger pot, his other side a touch wide. Triple, bogey. So we're off to the Gordy. Hole number 9. Hardie settles in his sneakers. Clean.
Should be good there.
In play.
Yeah.
Kahanskos now. Swinging limberly.
Great ball. Nice shot, man.
Yeah, a good slap on it, a favorable bounce at that.
Decent bounce? Yeah? Yeah, kicked right.
Hanskos awaiting the golfers ahead. Well, it's a good thing he waited for the golfers ahead to move out the way. Switching up the iron, looking for some elevation this time. Soars, sky high, 30,000 feet.
Is that your ball?
Back crab apple?
Hardie, not fooled by the producer's crabapple prank. Unable to locate the crabapple colored ball, Hardie's dropping 2, shooting 3. He'll be hitting 4 from the bunker. Take shelter, heavy storm cells are approaching. Hardie's fourth from the sand. Dandy got under the saturated sand nicely. Kahansky's fourth. Fails to get off the runway. Ends up on the other side of the tarmac. Fifth chip better. Here's Hardie's fifth for par. After a drop, pars it. +2 after 3. Kahansky for bogey. Make that a double, +6. 4 strokes behind. 2 holes to go in the middle set. It's getting slippery with saturated grounds as we head to the 10th. It's a 3-stroke par. Kahansky's hands seeking to birdie this hole.
Settle.
Highway 409 ahead. It's settled, staying off the highway. Here's hybrid Hardie. Looking to come around. And does.
You like that? That was a little juke step on the green.
A sidestepper of a stroke. Uh-oh. Here we go. Hazardous conditions are approaching before we close out the day.
That's on dead grass. That's puddle. Okay.
An additional 40 mils of rain might wash the scorecard of birdie attempts. Hardie's birdie attempt.
Oh, I read the water.
A saturated birdie putt attempt at that.
Top it in.
The producer advising we ought to get legs. A tap-in par before we get washed out. Kahansky now. It'll be a long putt from Peru. A nicely read slope. He's putting domestically for par. Stays locked at 4 between. At number 11. And Hardie's not keeping honors.
Sweet.
Yeah, bust the drive onto the bushes. An elevated view of Kahansky's drive.
Great ball.
And it's a beauty.
Shot.
I
was sick.
The producer now restless, saying, I can do that. Right-handed. Also cracking it to the right of Kahansky's drive. Hardie sorts through the crab apples. Collecting a few. He's shooting 3. Much better to put himself back in the mix. Here's another playing catch-up. Surpassing the others now. Now Kahanskys from just ahead of Hardie's 4th. Finds himself landing close to Hardie's 4th. The producer wants to play closest too. Hardie's close.
You're good.
Oh, I just died on that soggy little green.
Kahansky not as close. Mr. Mack. Lefty touch.
He shot.
Pretty close. Hardie elects to get out of the way first. And sneaks in a double bogey. Kahansky for par. Too much, too wide.
Put it in.
Single bogey. Shaving off a stroke.
I already got a double.
Hardie holds the camera for a producer putt.
Yeah.
A right-handed putt,
Nice
pin
par.
in place. The Humber River's flowing, showing signs of stormy weather just to the north. Buckle up! Kahansky's elevated drive from high and dry towards the soft and soggy,
Little laddie.
but skirts through. Hard stuff. Dive bombs down into the brush.
Damn it.
Hardie's hitting his 3rd from the ladies. Not a bad shot for the ladies. Kahanskys is hit, coming down on an angle. Hardman's number 4. Piss poor.
Man, that rough is fucking, that wet rough.
We're getting wet and bothered now, both hitting around the 150 white stake. Hardie makes contact enough to advance.
Good.
The producer makes another appearance from Kahansky's adjacent. And scarifies some sod.
That was a mighty divot.
It went.
You want
I need foot traction.
Easy. It's time for golf shoe apparel. Kahansky. Hansky.
There she goes somewhere.
I didn't see where it landed.
It should be over the creek. Hardie.
Yes.
In the creek.
Don't be any bogeys for me on this one. You're dropping 6, hitting 7.
Dropping 7. Hitting 8. Kahansky's 3-stroke lead, giving himself an opportunity for an upset. Kahanskos worried he'll be dropping, will find himself in the bunker for his 4th. Hardie looking to pencil his final score of the middle set. Almost had a Gordy on the card.
That was so slow.
He'll be shooting a Pavel. It's a Pavelbury, Penta, bogey. Went from a +4 to a +9. Kahansky in the sand
Great shot.
with an opportunity to take this round. Two to win, 3 to tie. This'll win it. Barutov, both lose this turbulent round. Give us a Cats game. How in God's name did we get here? And where are we going?
Damn it.
Well, 3 from the ladies had Kahansky thinking maybe it's a piss poor 4, and 6 into the brook had his confidence shook with a chance of 4 from the bunk. Instead, his putt stunk. It both ended up at 9 as we ended with this rhyme.